Hi, we're Caroline and Ian, a British couple who've left the UK, given up work and now are in Bulgaria where we've just bought a property.
So come and join us, see how Christian faith, van life and a new house work together
on a wing and a prayer. Today is January the 24th and it is a momentous day.
Big day. Not my birthday. It's not your birthday, is it? It's a bigger day than that. We are going to the new house.
So in 20 minutes we get the keys to our new house. And this is just 18 days after first viewing it. That's how quick the sales go through round here.
Sort of incredible, isn't it? And we're going to see if we can get round and get the bus up there as well, which is scary.
Yeah, so it's happy but weird. So the house is off the main road and there's two ways you can go round to it. One looks as though it's tarmac, but when you get to the top of that road it's worse to get to the house at the top end. The other road is worse to get up but looks easier to get to the house. So we're going to have a whittle and a push and see if we can get the van up there.
Well, let's see.
So super excited. And I just want to give a huge shout out to my girlie. So this beautiful hound has travelled through the good and through the bad, through very high temperatures of +42 to very low temperatures of -10, and she's never grumbled once, and I love her dearly, and I'm so proud to be able to give her a garden. So Delilah, you're gonna have a garden, baby.
Oh.
We are feeling absolutely blessed beyond words. We got the keys for the house at 10 o'clock this morning.
We did, and we've been working non-stop since.
Oh,
not that anything needed doing, but
just bringing our bits and pieces in, having lunch together, getting used to how the kitchen works, and oh, I tell you, we're just absolutely overwhelmed. So we just wanted to share our first sunset with you. This is what we're looking at. This is on the balcony outside of our bedroom, and the sun is going to go down over the mountains. Delilah's come with us. We've got a couple of brews on the table over there, and we're just going to sit. It's so overwhelming. I think from living a limited life for the last 2 years with very little possessions.
That's done well, though.
I know, thank you, Frankie. You've done us proud. To actually come in a house with all of these possessions that now belong to us. Yeah, it actually overwhelmed me a little bit. But we just want to say thank you, Lord, for this. It is the biggest blessing.
And to Tracy and Christopher. And for, I mean, they're so kind. They've absolutely left everything. It's incredible.
It's just so good. So we're going to sit down now with a cup of tea. near Mr. A. And we're just so happy. Turn it off, love.
I'll put my happy face on.
We've had a bottle of bubbly to celebrate the first night in our new house, and earlier when we opened up the doors there was a little bit of a plague of ladybirds. I think they may have been hibernating around the doors. Anyway, I've just gone to fill the glasses from the bottle, and this ladybird had gone inside the bottle. So when I poured it out, there she was. Now I thought it was dead, but it's not, it's alive. But by the heck, you want to see how wobbly it walks? I've never seen a drunk ladybird before. It can't go in a straight line. The poor thing. Oh well, at least you survived, little one. Hello, good morning and welcome. This is the first morning in our new house. I've only been awake 10 minutes. I did want to get up early and watch the sunrise and show you, but I overslept. So it's 8 o'clock in the morning and I'll show you what it looks like. I'm whispering because Mr. A is still in bed. This is the balcony. And the pink has just gone out of the sky as I was making a brew and feeding the dog. And I could hear the children going to school down the bottom road in the village. They start school at 8 here and finish at 1 in the afternoon. Our first lot of wood delivered, so we've had 2 cratefuls, so that's 2 cubic square meters of very dry pre-cut wood, £90. This was the last of the dry wood that was in the store, plus we have burnt 2 big piles of it as well. And now comes the job of handballing all of this wood into the wood store. We've never had a wood store before, but it's really, I must sound stupid, the quality of the wood is amazing, isn't it, Ian?
It is, it's dried out, it's really good, and it's been cut. We weren't expecting it to be cut.
It's split, it's dry, it's absolutely gorgeous. Delilah's helping out. Oh, and another little thing, I remember from a survival programme, you can use fir cones as firelighters. So I'm going to go round the garden and collect all the fir cones, so we've got firelighters. But Ian's tidied out the wood store and he wants you to have a look at it. This is the very place. It's got electricity. And this is a little bit that's left, and he's just starting to pack it all in, and should we need to, we've got all of that as well. So this place is actually under the entrance stairwell. Oh, I think you might need a brew. I've got the kettle on.
Thank you.
But a lovely dry place to keep your wood. They're clever, these Bulgarians.
It is marvellous. Yeah. I said I could use this for my guitar. Little studio, to be honest. Nah. But you said, nah.
No, it's very dusty.
Yeah.
Good job, Mr. A. I'll go and get you a cuppa. What have you been up to, Mr. A?
What have we been up to? I never thought to become such a nerd about wood. So we had that delivery, which I think you've got some pictures, haven't you? And we put it into this back room. So, all clean, all spotless, all sorted.
That's a lot of wood.
Well, also round here.
Have a look. Goes all the way round. Not bad for £90, is it? Would you like to show my contribution as well, Mr. A?
Yes, you've been doing some studying, haven't you? So, what are these for?
Fire starters.
Ta-da, you're a fire starter.
I will video them and show you if they work. If they do work, how environmentally friendly is that instead of using chemicals?
I suppose it's alright as long as you don't set the fire.
Come out your shed, Mr. A.
Make sure that you don't set the oven alight, because they have got sticky on them.
Okay.
So we'll have to see.
Okay. You're not disrespecting my firelighters, are you?
As if I would. Yeah, I'd do a little bit more research first though if I was you. Alright, see how we get on.
We're having a little lie-in this morning. We've had a brew in bed and we're just resting. Now, when we had a house before, Delilah was never allowed in the bedrooms. And she must remember it, because there she is. She's lying on the landing with just the end of her nose peeping over. Good morning, darling. Happy weekend, everybody. Well, we're certainly learning to live differently in a village. So the nearest large shop, which is Corfland, is about 45 minutes away. So yesterday we went and we've done a month's shopping. So thankfully there's a huge freezer, excuse me, downstairs and fridge. So we can use those for the extra food. And then we're hoping that what we'll do is we'll just go to the local village, which is 15 minutes away, and then we'll get top up on fresh stuff. But the other thing about learning to live in a village is this. One thing that I didn't expect, and that is that people often tell me that the electric goes off for no apparent reason. So there is no storms today, no wind today, and 11 o'clock Sunday morning, and the electric's gone off. So our first way, we don't know whether to just wait and see if it comes back on, whether we're going to go to the neighbour and have a chat with them. But the plan this morning was to have a lazy morning, go out for a huge hike and have a look at the river that runs nearby, and then come back to a big roast dinner. So you also have to get inventive, because if the electricity does not come on, then I will be lighting up the log burner, which they call the stoves, and I will be cooking a one-pot wonder on top of that beast. So wish us luck. We'll see how we get on and how long the electricity is off for. There's a lovely guy in the village called Christo, and Christo keeps the keys for the house when nobody's here and just is a general all-round good guy. And I said my first Bulgarian sentence today. So I said, "Good morning, Christo. No electricity. Please help. Thank you. Goodbye." And that was Strava Christo, ne electricity. I just made that bit up. Molin, I've forgotten the word for help. Blodogaria dovijdene. So anyway, it worked because Christo's here to save the day. So he's outside with Ian now, trying to work out, and I'm just fingers crossed that nobody gets electrocuted, because they're actually working on the main electric supply to the house. Here's Mr. A with a singing kettle out the van. Now,
More of those down in the garage.
oh, could you get me them then, please? I think we might need them. So you may say, why don't you just go and stay in your van for a couple of nights or until the electricity is sorted? It's only out there. And yes, I could go and cook in the van, and we could sleep in the van and stay warm. But I like an adventure. So what we've done is we've dug out these oil lamps, and a lot of them haven't got oil in. So I have Googled, and it says that you can use cooking oil to burn, and they suggest olive oil is the best because it causes the less smoke.
There's a bottle of oil.
Oh, is there?
And wicks.
Short of nothing.
I see.
So I am preparing like there's going to be a zombie invasion. Well, our plans for the day have definitely changed. So we're going to have to wait for the electricity company to come out. Christos thankfully contacted them on our behalf, and he has arranged for them to come out. They are coming from Karlabat, which is the nearest large town. That's about 40 minutes away. So don't know how long anything's going to take, or even if they're going to get the electricity on. So you have to start planning now. It is 1 o'clock and it will start to get dark about 4:35. So if we've no electricity, we have to organise food, heating and lighting. So first job is the heating. I wasn't going to make a fire because we were going out for a walk, but I've made the fire up. It's starting to snow outside. So we've got the fire roaring. And my thought for food is I'm going to try and cook a stew on the stove. So I did buy some beef the other day, and we've got potatoes and carrots and all that business. So I'm going to have a go and cook the stew. Now I put the water on the top of it 6 minutes ago, and it's still not boiled or even warm. So I may have to try and work this out. Is it because it's a convector hob and so the bases are different? But I thought in my mind that if it's metal, it would transfer heat. I don't know. Anyway, enough rambling. I will watch the pot boil and let you know when it's ready, and we'll do some cooking together on the stove.
Second try.
Yay! The wicks were too dry. Now I think you trim the wick, because I remember that from the Bible, trimming your wicks, and that should burn. Oh, there's a heck of a lot of smoke coming off it. There! And then put the lid on. Where is the lid?
Oh, let's put it out.
Right, make the wick bigger then. There you go. We've got light. Now this is my favourite lamp because it's got a mirror on it to reflect it. So all of these at some point must have had mirrors on them. How cool is old-fashioned stuff? It stinks. That's my oil lamps good to go. So I've filled them up with oil. I've replaced one of the wicks because it just wasn't working at all. It wasn't touching the oil at the bottom. It was too short. We've got the tea on the stove. So I said I'd let you know how long it takes for the water to get hot. Well, it's actually taken 40 minutes and we're just boiling. So it's going to be a slow, relaxed dinner tonight. We've got the beef and the onions, they're browning. Then I'll add them to the water with potatoes and keep the fire topped up. And we've also got the kettle out of the bus so we can have a brew. Bon appetit! I don't know why this is giving me so much joy. People have cooked like this for years and years and still cook like this today in a lot of countries. But to listen to the meat sizzling and the kettles just starting to steam and realise it's all coming from the fire, it's really lovely, especially with it snowing outside. Just makes you feel dead cosy, and the living room is smelling beautiful. Well, the electric's back on and time for tea.
Hey, me little spark. This smells absolutely gorgeous. Pity I haven't got smelly vision. That was, And this has been cooked on our little cooker. Oh, how good is that? Well done, my love.
Thank you. Spoon a bit out and then we can see what it looks like. So it's beef stew, and because the oven went back on, I've managed to do a crust. So there's a short crust pastry on its way.
Oh yeah. Even Delilah's after some of this, I can see.
Have a look. Has it worked?
That has worked. It's good.
Ooh, looking forward to that.
As long as I don't pour it all over it.
Happy eating.
Thank you.
We've just come out on a walk round the back of our house, and Ian spotted these down the next street. 3 little pigs.
And they'll huff and they'll puff and they'll blow our house down.
Yeah, let's hope the wolf isn't in the forest. Not something that you see every day, is it? Pigs in front of your house having a little snuffle. But this is where we are heading. Over to the woods, and apparently there is a stream or a river we're hoping to look at. Possibly for some wild swimming when it gets warmer. But obviously not today because, as you can see, snow. It's very cold.
So this mound here is actually directly after our house and a bit of a field, and one of the attractions that they put down around here is not that hot. No, I think you're alright with that. It is that stone there. It is called the mushroom stone, and apparently they think that it's got all different kind of like faces and things on it. So during the summer, if you come out for a walk, this is an area that you can come to. And then on the other side of this forest here, or bit of a forest, apparently is the river. So we'll see whether we can find it. Here's trying. Well, until then, let's go and pick some mushrooms.
You meet, it's the friendly local dogs. So Delilah's just had a really nice run round with this little white Labrador and a little black dog. This is just behind the house. Both look really well fed, so I think that they're just locals dogs out on a walk on their own, but nice and friendly. Delilah's had a good run with them.